Happy Easter, everyone!
I know this is uploaded on the Monday after Easter, but technically it's Easter Monday, so it still works.
This is JG Art Creator, back yet again with a brand new video. To get into the Easter holiday spirit, not only have I donned this pair of bunny rabbit ears, we are also going to be painting some Easter-themed arts and crafts projects. 3 of them to be exact. Before we begin, let's go over the list of art supplies that I'll be using.
First up, we are going to need acrylic paint. And of course, acrylic paintbrushes. Gray palette paper, a palette knife, water containers for cleaning my brushes, paper towels for drying my brushes, a pencil, of course I'm using the Mustang themed one. I also bought these Sharpie acrylic paint markers, so hopefully they're better than the ones that I bought off of Amazon. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Some gloves, because it definitely is going to get messy. I also bought Color Shot White Primer in Clear Sealer. I have never used a spray paint as a primer before, so wish me luck. Just in case, I do have acrylic gesso on hand, so in case the spray paint fails for whatever reason, I do have this option as well. And lastly, plastic cups to put the acrylic gesso in, if we need it. Also, when using any type of spray paint, first, make sure that you are outside, have a mask on so that way you don't inhale a lot of the fumes, and also have a pair of gloves on just in case it gets super messy.
With all of that out of the way, now let's get this Easter special started.
Now that I'm outside with my gloves and spray paint, it's time to do this. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I honestly didn't know what I was doing. I guess because the opacity of the white wasn't reaching its full potential for me at the time, I just kept going and going until like everything was absolute white. And also the paint started to get real drippy real fast, and I panicked and I literally used my fingers to brush the paint around so that way it wasn't dripping anymore. And also, yeah, I should have just stuck to acrylic gesso for this. God, I wish I could go back in time and tell myself, hey, just use acrylic gesso. At least the bright side is it worked better on the Gnome because I believe it was more of a flat surface compared to the bunny head. So I had more luck with the Gnome, but even then, the paint started getting runny still, and yeah, I probably need to practice more with spray paint. And this is my first time using spray paint. And when I got to doing the eggs, yeah, it just wasn't working out for me. The paint kept getting stuck to my gloves, and I just got frustrated and brushed the spray paint off of the eggs. I'm just going to gesso the eggs. Alright, that's enough of me messing up quite a bit. Let's just get to the marker test to see if those are any good. Alrighty, let's open this baby up. Now, let's bust out my mixed media paper and see what these bad boys are made of. Wow, this is a really terrible red. Oh god. Alright, now we'll see how these markers layer on top of each other. One thing I gotta say right off the bat that I already like better than the Betum acrylic markers is that the Sharpie acrylic markers have a really nice bullet nib. They are soft on the paper and they also glide across the surface very smoothly. Aside from the red, I gotta say, these markers are actually pretty dang cool. Okay, now it's finally time to start the crafts. The first Easter craft on this list is this group of wooden eggs. Alright, let's open them up, put on our gloves, and now we're ready to go. Since the spray paint didn't work out too well on the eggs, we are going to gesso each and every one of them. For the first egg, let's go in with titanium white. Get a good coat all around. For the first egg, we are actually going to be modeling it after one of my favorite Nintendo characters, Yoshi. For this egg, I'm going to use my light green acrylic marker and just make some circles all around. Add one here. Add one more here. The Yoshi egg is now complete. Alright, now let's bust out the yellow. For egg number 2, we are going to model it after the Chow creatures found in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. First, we're going to use yellow to paint the top of the egg. Blow dry that real good. With the blue acrylic marker, let's go in and make some circles. Okay, now let's add some white circles on the yellow part of the egg. Egg number 2, finished. For egg number 3, let's go in with a layer of white. Dry it real good. For this one, we are going to model it after my very own cat, Bubby. My partner and I love to joke about how he looks like a cow because of his black spots and white fur, and also he is a bit of a chunky kitty. So for this egg, we are going to model it with a cow pattern. There you go, Bubby. I hope I did you proud with this egg. For egg number 4, let's bust out our orange and yellow ochre and mix them together. Just like the one I've done with Bubby, this one will be modeled after my other cat, Peanut. He is such a little furball. He's also a little kooky. Let's cover the entire egg with this orange-brown mixture. And dry that up too. Alright, now let's make a lighter orange. And paint that color directly in the middle. Now let's dry it up. On the bottom here, let's paint a big white circle. Let's paint one on the top. And here is the peanut-themed egg. For egg number 5, here's a treat for you Pokemon fans out there. Of course, since we are painting on eggs, obviously I had to go with Togepi. After all, it is the first baby Pokemon to ever be introduced. First, I'm going to start with the red shapes. Then we'll do the blue shapes. And there we have it. For egg number 6, let's paint the whole thing yellow. For this one, I have decided to model it after pizza, because I do love me a good slice of pizza. Right now, I'm scattering my favorite topping of pizza, pepperoni, all throughout the egg. And yeah, I stand by what I said earlier about this red marker. It really isn't that good of a red. It's still a pretty color, don't get me wrong, but I really wouldn't classify this as red. Now, let's put down the lines for the slices. Then use yellow ochre to paint the crust. Let's get the other end as well. And here we have one pizza egg! Now, for egg number 7, let's mix together a nice amount of pink. For this egg, I have decided, hey, since it is Easter, why don't we make at least one Easter-themed egg? For the top, let's make some zigzags right here. Let's fill the space in. Add in a green stripe here. We'll add some dots in the center. Let's finish it off with the same colors. And here is our Easter egg. For the very last egg, let's draw some lines using our pencil. And of course, for obvious reasons, we are going to make this egg rainbow themed. And here is one rainbow-themed egg. Since all of the eggs are now painted, let's put them in our Easter basket. Alright, now on to the next craft. This next craft right here is a cute little bunny head. Just look at this face. It's so adorable. Okay, let's get my raw umber and mix some white in. First, let's tackle the back of the head here. To get an even coating, we are going to have to pack in quite a few layers. Let's make sure to not forget about the sides. Alright, now it's time for the face. Just as we did with the back, we are going to pack in some layers. With the pink paint marker, let's get to the ears. Now let's use the white marker to color in the eyes. Now to color the glasses blue. Color in the mouth here. Get the nose real good. Add a highlight here. And now we have a painted bunny head. We only have one more craft left to go, so let's get right into it. Last, but certainly not least, we have the Easter Gnome craft. Doesn't he look a little silly? Anyhow, let's get to work. After priming it with a spray paint, let's go in with some white acrylic paint to cover up any odd spots. And now, let's start working on his ears. Get the inside of the ear over here. I know that I'm in the middle of working on the bunny ears, but in the meantime, since his hat is a much larger area to cover, I'm going to get that out of the way real quick. Okay, now back to the ears. Now for his beard. Alright, now let's take our red and yellow to make an orange, and then add white in to make it more of a peach color. And we'll use it on his huge nose. Now, we'll dry it down really good. Now, we'll tackle the feet. Now to work on the basket. Finally, the eggs. And there we have it. The last craft is done.
We've now reached the end of JG Art Creator's Easter Holiday Special. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like. If you wish to see more content, be sure to subscribe and follow for more. Also, comment down below on what you thought of this video, as well as your favorite art project from here. Lastly, sharing this video around to help more people see it is also greatly appreciated. With all of that said, this has been JG Art Creator, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy Easter!